Are you wondering what moves are best to help heal your diastasis recti? If so, you're going to want to stick around because we're going over things that are probably a little different than what you've heard in the past. Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa, and today we're going to work on full body strengthening to help support our core and our pelvic floor. If you happen to have some yoga blocks or a pillow, you could use a towel or a ball. Go ahead and grab those. They're not needed, so no worries if not. Go grab your mats and let's do this. All right, let's get started on our backs today. So just coming down, finding a comfortable position. And if you happen to have that pillow or your block, we're gonna start by just taking that and placing it in between our knees. So the most important thing throughout today is that you're feeling the right muscles kicking on when we want them to. So we're just kind of observing what's happening with our spine, what pressure you feel along your back. Where's your pelvis? Are your ribs really flared? Are they dropped down? Are you tucking? We want to make sure we start with that neutral pelvis. So you can tip all the way forward, tuck it underneath, and then find somewhere in between that position. And then we're going to start with a gentle breath. We're going to breathe out to the sides, front and back of our rib cage on that inhale. And then on our exhale, squeeze in around the block. And I want you to check in here. What are you feeling as you squeeze in and exhale? Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. Gentle lift up. And then soften. We want to be checking to make sure when we're squeezing, we're not having this bulging or bearing down. We want to make sure we get our breath right, that we can connect to that pelvic floor and feel this gentle lifting up. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. And this can be the hardest part to get down. Sometimes I find it's helpful if you take a pillow and put it behind your head and your shoulders if you're having a hard time connecting here. And this is something that I go over in depth in my pelvic floor playbook. I'll link that down below. Nice, gentle breath in. And it just takes practice. We just don't want that pushing or bearing down because that creates more pressure, and then the pressure needs to go somewhere, which could lead to the diastasis recti, that ab separation, prolapse, leaking, gentle squeeze. So we want to feel that gentle connection. Nice. Let's do a couple more here. And that exhale, like you're blowing out through candles, gentle lifting up. And be careful you're not tucking that tailbone underneath. Nice, gentle breath. Exhale, squeeze. One more here. Nice, gentle breath in. Exhale. Nice job. Now let's take that block out, and we're going to reach the block or a pillow. You can put that up overhead. Same thing, we're breathing to the sides, front and back of that rib cage, and on our exhale, we're going to squeeze that block and bring your knee in towards your chest and the block towards that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Just very gentle going from one side to the next, and check in. Is it bulging or pushing out? Because we don't want that gentle lifting up. Maybe you slow it down a little bit. The power of your breath, using that exhale, can really make a simple ab exercise quite challenging. And our core and pelvic floor, it works as a system. So you want to be integrating full body movements, which we're going to work up to the last one we've got today. I just want to start off feeling that gentle connection, gentle drawing, lifting up. Nice work. Make sure you're not feeling it into your neck and shoulders, that those stay nice and soft, and that breath really goes out to the sides and front and back. Sometimes we need to do a little work to help loosen up our rib cage area. It gets pretty tight, so it makes it hard for us to expand that diaphragm, our breathing muscle, out. Nice job. We're gonna do just a couple more here. Nice, slow and control. And maybe you find one of the exercises is more helpful than the other one, and you can just integrate them throughout your day. You don't have to have a whole half an hour to do a big workout. I'm a huge fan of just like sneaking in stuff when you can. I love doing that with my workouts. Good, last one. Nice job. We'll push that off to the side. Let's roll onto our right hand side here. So you're going to prop yourself up onto your right forearm. We want to make sure our shoulders are stacked and our hips stay stacked. Sometimes we like to rotate and twist. Lots of options with this one, so find where you feel that core the most. You can stay down and work on pressing and lifting those hips up. You can press those hips, lift your hips up. But we're going to take our top leg, extend our top leg out. Make sure that left hip is rolling forward. Nice, gentle breath in. We're going to exhale, lift the leg. Oh, hello, plant. And then lower it back down. Exhale, lift, and then lower. Making sure you're using the breath. You can even add on inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. If those hips are down, we're working on lifting and just lowering that leg. You can still feel the core muscles kick on with this. Using that exhale. And if you're having a hard time really connecting with the lower abs and you're really feeling it up here, it's just learning to manage that pressure system that we're building up in our core using different techniques like our breath and our posture. It takes practice, but it gets there. Nice work. We're gonna do a couple more with these. Really listen to your body. What are you feeling with this? Good. 3, 2, last one. Lower back down, and then let's flip over towards that left hand side. So we'll come down onto that left forearm, hips stay rolled forward. And you can stay here, working on lifting the right side and kick that leg out, lifting up and down, using the exhale as we lift. And then if you wanted to add on, when we exhale and lift, we press the hips up and then drop it back down. Making sure everything's staying stacked. And you can even work on just initiating to start to lift those hips. Nice job. Keep using that breath. Good. 3. Gentle lift up. 2. Ooh, feel those hips. Last 1. Lower all the way back down. And then let's roll onto our backs. And if you happen to have that pillow or the ball, we're gonna go ahead and grab that next. And you don't need that for this one, but if you do, it's a little added challenge. We're gonna place that underneath our low back. And that's the trick with balancing. Bring those knees in towards your chest. And then we're gonna take both of our hands to our left leg. When you go to exhale, you're gonna push your hands into your thighs, and you wanna feel that gentle drawing in. No pushing, bulging, bearing out. Gentle push, and then soften. Exhale, push. And then if you didn't have the ball, it would look just the same. Inhale, soften. You should feel all of the ab muscles contracting, upper, the obliques out to the side, those deep lower abs. Nice. Now, if this feels really good and you're feeling all of them working and you wanted to add on, you could exhale, push, extend that right leg out, or you could even take the right leg, tap it down, and bring it back in. Tap it down and bring it in. Push and extend. So we always want our core to be reacting, responding, and just not holding it rigid and tight the entire time. Nice, one more time. Nice job. And then let's switch to the other side. So if you've got the ball, you can keep using that. If you want to play around with it and see how it feels with or without. Now both hands come over towards the right hand side. And when we go to exhale, gentle push. Oop, I'm adding on already. Gentle push, feel everything. Inhale, soften. And if you're not quite feeling it, you can play around with your exhale. Exhaling just a little more. Like you're blowing out those candles. Good. And then if you wanted to add, we can do the tap and bring it back up. If that was feeling great, you could do the extend and out, but it's listening to where your body is at. Every body is different. Most important thing, we're feeling those muscles firing up. Nice job. 3, 2. Last 1. Good. Place those feet back down on the ground. And then we're gonna just roll onto our sides. Here's where if you had the towel or a tight resistance band, you can grab that. And we're gonna come up to standing. So with this one, we're gonna make sure we're positioned. Our rib cage is over our pelvis. We wanna make sure we're spreading our toes, and we're starting this left side. So kind of engage the glutes, lift up out of the waist. Lots of variations with this next one. So you're gonna grab that towel or your band out in front. And when you go to exhale, we're gonna just give a little resistance and pull apart. We're gonna exhale, bring that right knee in towards your chest, or you could tap it down as you pull out. And then inhale, kick the leg back. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, now it can tap or you can keep it lifted. So we're constantly moving throughout the day. So we want our core and pelvic floor exercises to start to make their way up to things. So this is a little bit more challenging than the ones we did laying down, but we still want those same ideas. Feeling all of the muscles kicking on. That's what it looks like from the front. And you can even start off not using a band and holding on to something just to start to get that feeling of, I can feel my pelvis moving, lower abdominals, pelvic floor. Ooh, and I feel my standing leg glute kick on. You think of the air as resistance for this right leg as it's moving in and out. What's happening at your left leg? Are you gripping with your toes? Are you rolling to the outside? Are you starting to lean and drop back here? We've got to get that control to get back in front. Good, we've got 3, 2, last 1. Nice job. Let's switch to the other side. So push down into that right foot. Nice gentle breath in, lift up out of the waist. Exhale, pull apart, hug it in, and then kick it back. Now we can be tapping as well. How is this side different than your other side? Are we checking in with your feet? What's going on with those legs? You keep going. Same thing from the front. You want to make sure we're not leaning backwards. Nice job. Drive that right foot to the ground. 3, 2, last 1. Nice job. Let's bring it back down towards the ground and we'll come onto your backs. So we just worked out our core, our pelvic floor, and it can be really important to help stretch those muscles and relax them and lengthen afterwards. So if you've got that pillow or your yoga block, this is my fave. We're just gonna put that underneath our pelvis and gently bring those knees in towards your chest. Pull them in, gentle pull apart. So think of your core and pelvic floor like any other muscle. If you had a workout, you would do some mobility work, a cool down. This is the same thing for our core and our pelvic floor. A lot of time from people, they feel this bloating feeling after they've been working out. That's because you're creating too much pressure in this system. Just take some gentle breaths here. Imagine that diaphragm's going down, lengthening those muscles. And maybe you found one exercise more helpful than the other, or you want to continue all of them in a routine. It's finding what works best for you as long as you feel the right muscles kicking on. Watch out for that bulge, that bearing down, pushing out. Good. One more breath here. Place those feet back down, take that out. We'll gently roll onto our side and then just carefully come on up. Okay, let's take one last nice cleansing breath in. Lift those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Keep coming back to what muscles am I feeling? Am I feeling that pushing or bearing out? Am I having a hard time feeling the connection with my core and my pelvic floor? And if so, go ahead and check out some of the resources I have for you down below in the description box, especially my pelvic floor playbook where I go into this in depth. If you're new around here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. It helps share this information with people that have similar questions. I'd also love to know down below in the comments, what do you want to see in future videos? Keep up the good work. Until next time, namaste.